We're back with part 2 of the playthrough. I have my mic at a good spot. I'm paying attention. It looks like it's going to be staying on the mic. So I think I have that figured out for right now. I'm going to absolutely be ordering another cable because I think it might just be cable issues. But I'm really hoping that it's not the mic itself, because I had a bad habit of just always unplugging it from the mic instead of from the computer when I was finished using it, because I didn't want the sound just to be on and just pick up everything.
Good evening.
But I think I should have just been shutting the computer off, in all honesty. So let's just get right into it. Right now we are... Oh, we have to get Deckard. Okay. I didn't realize that's what we were doing. So let's go get Deckard Cain then. I'm hoping that I'm a good volume. I'm sitting further away, so I'm not yelling. I realized the last part was kind of loud. So I apologize if I'm a little loud. I might just turn the volume down on the clip, or on the video itself. But I'm just keeping an eye on it. It says that it's on the Yeti mic for the input, so that's a good sign. So I can't really do anything because I don't have an army. There was a little spike there earlier in the video that I got a little loud because I had to turn down my monitor. Because when I'm not
enough mana.
When I am not recording and I play games, sometimes they're not loud. And I don't have speakers, so... I just go from the monitor sound. I don't really use headphones either. I like to listen to videos and such as I play games. Because lately I've just been playing my Fury Werewolf and just doing some farming. Oh, look at that. A short bow for her. That's nice. Perfect. Bone Song. We'll put that on you. That's 1 to 5 though. What's this? Oh, 1 to 4. But that has all the benefits and stuff.
Put that to good use.
Perfect. Drop that. No, we're going to sell that actually. Oh, yellow throwing knife. We'll get that and sell it. I'm definitely going to invest into amp damage, 100%. I don't even have to really speak loud, and I can see that the mic's picking it up really well. I'm just going to turn it down just a smidge on the software. Bear with me here. Alright. I turned it down to -0, I think it is, so that might be a little better. I don't have to yell as much. I'm looking at the levels, and it doesn't look like it's spiking or anything. I'm really hoping that it's just a cord issue, but it seems like it might be the mic itself, and fuck. I would rather take the gamble on like a $20 cord, replacement cord, than buying another mic from the jump and realizing that it's not. I'd rather save myself the money beforehand and then having to realize that I just need to buy another mic, but they're not too bad. For the money, a Yeti mic is definitely worth it. If you're thinking of getting a Yeti mic, I 100% recommend it. If you guys go to my later video, or my earlier videos, like years ago, I would say like maybe pre-2020, it did not sound nearly as good as my mic does now. Like, I sound much better. So... we gotta go through here. The Rakanishu kill is always nice, as you can see all the XP that we gained. Okay, we're almost level 9. I think it's around level 10 or something that you start the farm. That I mentioned before, that I'm going to do off camera. If the farming is very close. Or not farming, but the grinding. And I only don't want to show it just because it's a lot of just loading and... or not loading, it's a lot of save quitting in the same area. I just don't want you guys to get bored, you know what I mean? I appreciate the reception the first part's got. That's always good to see, even though the mic quality was fucked. And I apologize for that. I made sure that the mic was in a good spot where it didn't keep going in and out of my computer microphone and my Yeti. And then I made sure that I restarted the software.
I can't do that here.
Just in case. Because sometimes that's all it is. You see, if you just have to restart the software, the Elgato software, and then it was all good. So, at least it's looking good. Okay. We can buy any wand, really, off-rip this early, as long as it has one to raise skeleton. That's all that matters. The faster cast rate is good, too. But that is, mine has raised skeleton and mastery. And you want both of those. I wouldn't mind finding a belt. Like a heavy belt, so I can have 3. I don't need a lot of these potions because I don't take a ton of damage. And like I'd mentioned before too, is like this is I like to call this the streamer friendly build as well. Like it's the Fishy Mancer build, obviously, like it already has a name, but you could consider this a very stream friendly build. Like if you're a streamer and you want to find a good Diablo character, use the Fishy Mancer by all means. I have an actual build video that will be at the end of this video, and it's on my channel, so you can just tab that right now, click off it, and go check it out, and I can give you all the complete rundown. And I'll also have the build link in the description as well, so that kind of gets more in depth with everything. And with the WoW build, I think it's called, the site that I use for a lot of my builds, they've updated it recently due to the big patch, the 2.4 patch, which highly benefits the Druid. Which that I would really love to show. I would really love to do a Fury Werewolf from scratch as well, which I mentioned in the first part that I was considering doing. I have a lot more, it's a lot easier to play that on Hell than it is for the Necro. The Fishy Mancer is really gear dependent, I find, for him to be the most efficient. Oh, yellow ring, right off rip. Let's see what it is. Okay, that has better fire resist, so we can get rid of the Crimson Ring entirely. Don't need that. Yeah, faster cast rate? No. It has 10 to attack rating, though. Dexterity. Okay, that's good for blocking. 5 to mana, that's good for me. And light radius is always good. So yeah, the first part was like an hour long, and not every part's going to be that long, trust me. But the first and the ending is always going to be the longest part of my playthroughs. And I promise that for the new year, I'm going to be much more consistent and more completionist, I should say. Not just giving up on playthroughs. So our dex, I don't think we have to focus on. I think dexterity's for gear. Okay, strength and dexterity is for gear based, so I have to go on my Fishy Mancer and see my levels for those, and then I can invest as such. So we're just gonna put in vitality, of course. So we have amp damage. Perfect.
I can't carry anymore.
My skeletons are already beefy enough, so I don't have to keep investing in that. Ooh. Oh yeah, ring mail is obviously better. What am I doing? That's a low quality, so we don't necessarily have to keep that. Oh, I have chain gloves, don't I? Those leather gloves aren't going to be anything. The amp damage is coming real handy. Especially if I get anything that'll pick up, that I can pick up that has one to my Necromancer skill levels. That will really enhance the build. This is basically what you do. Like, after you get a curse, or not a curse, the few curses, the only curses that you need for this build, once you get amp damage and decrepify, you just sit back and just cast and let your people do the damage. That's kind of the core of this build, is your skeletons and your summons are the key. A lot of room to mess around. I suggest doing the respec when you're on the next playthrough. Never respec too early. Can't wait to keep increasing my vitality, because my stamina is shit. And what I mentioned in my boss showcase, but you probably didn't hear it because my mic kicked out, was that you never want to break the line. So see how they're in the front lines right there? You always want to stay behind them. You never want to get ahead of your skeletons, ever. It's bad news. You just want to stay back and cast the curses like I'm doing right now. And you're golden. I felt this was just the much better way to go. Instead of me just always being in teach mode all the time and doing short videos, it's best to just do a playthrough from scratch, and you can see as I'm explaining how everything works out. It's more of like a hands-on feel. You can see it in action as I'm growing. Like all these enemies here, like just look at the curse and just see how fast they're dropping. They're only carvers, but you don't necessarily see the greatness of amp damage until you get to more stronger enemies. So our army is still very small. When can I get a golem? I don't think I can get the golem yet. Oh, I can. Okay. I'm gonna have to just revisit the build. I want to do it exactly how it says it on the site, just so when you guys do it, or if you guys are skeptical about it, just want to see exactly what it's like. I just want to make sure it's right. I don't want to put the wrong point in somewhere. Because I followed the build to a T. And now that the patch 2.4 came out, and he likely updated it, I just want to make sure that everything is correct. And this might become my main one if the gear and everything is better on 2.4. It's like, get out of my way. You actually do invest in Golem Mastery and all of that in the higher levels once you've maxed out your skeletons and all of that, but you wait for that until after Corpse Explosion. The top 3 ones is Skeleton Mastery, or no, Skeletons, Skeleton Mastery, and then Corpse Explosion in that order. And once you get the first level of Corpse Explosion, you understand why it's so important. It's just the damage that deals alone, along with the skeletons and your army. It's crazy. And we got a nice skill sharing pool there. So can I carry the Bardish? Yes, I can. We'll go back to town. And we'll... Oh, we used the scroll. Okay, perfect. I'm just realizing that I can cut out the commentary on the software itself instead of pressing the button on the mic and then moving it just that little bit where it fucks up. In case I have to mute. Sell that, and we sell that ring. And we actually need the gems to make higher runes in the future. And always deposit the gold in case we die. I'm not using any of the shared loot. For those new, for those who wanted to skip the intro of the playthrough. And I have good shared loot too. I have a wand that would change for the better, change this build for the better early on, but I'm not going to use it. I'm only going to use stuff that I find. Like that quilted armor. Or not quilted armor. What did I think it was? I don't know what the hell I thought that was. I just realized I could have given her that big chunk of armor. Isn't there? It's still back here, isn't it? It was like a hard leather armor. There it is. Yeah, she can take that.
I'll put that to good use.
Oh yeah, defense is way better. We'll just drop that. That's also a risky technique, is running ahead, so then your skeletons will catch up. It's very risky to do, though, on, I would say, Nightmare. And especially Hell. More specifically, higher level areas on Nightmare. It's a risky strategy, but if you have Decrepify and all of that, you can slow enemies down. Which I'm pretty sure I did in the video. My boss showcase video. I used Decrepify just to slow the monsters down. That way you can get your whole party in the room with you, and then they can start doing damage, and then that's when you can alternate between Decrepify and amp damage. It's definitely not nowhere near as draining as it was before. So I think up here is the exit. I was supposed to go to the Dark Wood, and I don't know why I turned away. I was so focused on the level 2 aspect. But XP's XP, that's what we need. So we're going to take advantage and get it. Perfect. Go to the Dark Wood. The music in this game is so awesome. Up here. Ooh, she got a nice one shot there. Hold up that buckler. Is that just a regular buckler? Yeah. I'd rather have the crude small shield instead. Better defense, better block chance. Drop that. I'll rock the shield until I can get a head of some sort. You should be able to dual wield wands. That'd be badass. I'm glad they didn't, because they already made the druid overpowered as shit. Look at that. A better small shield. What do you got? Fire resist. Yes, please. Drop that. Resistances are always nice, especially on Hell and Nightmare. Can she have helmets? Yes, she can. Get her a cap. Yeah, I know I keep picking up potions like a dumbass. Some extra defense there. Never hurts. Please be an experience shrine. Fucking right. Asking you shall receive. It'd be nice if I managed to snag an experience shrine before I go into Tristram. Which looks like is where we're headed. So I think just for the sake of the video, I'll just get Deckard Cain, get the fuck out of there, get ready to go to Andariel, and then I'll end up going back and just do the Tristram grinds. And then we'll save Andariel and everything for another video, because a boss fight should end a video. I can just comb every area before Andariel to stretch the video out a little longer. Because this playthrough is not going to be long. We got a preserved head. We already have corpse explosion. Fuck yes. Get rid of that shit. We already have corpse explosion. No way. We are really getting lucky. This is crazy. It gives a lot. It's a lot of mana to use it though.
I need mana.
So we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to get a lot of good gear with some good mana to compensate for that. But that's gonna come in handy when I need it. I didn't mean to use that portal, but fuck it. Fill that. Blizzard, can you please fix that shit? Where the belt actually gets filled. Like, if it's not gonna get filled, don't have it. Don't have it on your thing. Like, just don't have it. Oh, okay. We don't have Deckard Cain. He gives free identifies.
Good evening.
If this ends up getting a lot of traction and you guys just want to see multiple playthroughs of characters, like if you want to see the Amazon or something like that, I will more than be happy to oblige that. I just love this game. That's why I have to be careful, because like I can get addicted to it. That's kind of the reason, is the sole reason that I stopped playing for 7 months. Because I got addicted to this game, and I had to cleanse myself from this for a little bit. But if it's for videos, then it's not so bad. I was playing this shit like off camera, trying to grind for my Fishymancer actually. And this game is just so stingy compared to like a Borderlands 2 or a Destiny. I can't really say Destiny because I haven't really tried grinding on that, but I've heard people say that the grind can be pretty intense on there. Yeah, the curses can be a little expensive, but Experience Shrine. We're gonna wait though. What did I just pick up? Oh, that. Is that better? 24. What's this? 27. Okay, we're gonna keep that. Yeah, we'll get it. Fuck it. Hopefully we get like a little carver camp or something. Treehead Woodfist. Excellent. Yes, level up. We'll take that. Excellent. Treehead Woodfist is always a great kill. Tree of Inefist. Do that. Alright, we just want to run as fast as we can. Find a carver camp, please. That's what I think increased run speed is really good for, is when you get an XP shrine like that, and you have to just scurry to get as much enemies killed as possible. Perfect. Get a nice big patch here. Corpse Explosion. That's just level 1 of the Corpse Explosion, by the way. Which, you're not supposed to have this early on for this build, but I got lucky. Found a preserved head. For some reason, the drops feel a lot better on this game. Because I'm getting pretty lucky. I'm going to drop this because I'm going to end up using it by accident. I forgot I leveled up, but I kind of want to get as much enemies killed before the shrine wears off. Reap the benefits. And no, you can't have 2 shrines active at the same time. I've made that mistake so many times. Where I've had an experience shrine, and then I picked up a defense shrine. Or an attack shrine. This video is 24 minutes just with doing this, so... I think I can end this just rescuing Deckard, to be honest. Just running around leveling up, this isn't necessarily grinding. Compared to the Tristram grind, where it's just the same area non-stop. Just save and quitting. But we just want to go on an enemy hunt right now. experience shrine ran out. Use our skill tree. We do not need teeth because we already have corpse explosion. But we're going to end up having to get this anyway to invest points into it. But we don't need to get it right now. I could just get this shit right now too. That way I can be ready for Decrepify. But again, we don't need it right off rip. Yeah, just max out skeletons right off rip. I have to sneeze. That's why I got quiet, but it went away. Alrighty. Our vitality's a little better. I think vitality covers stamina. Yes, it does. So there will be a point where I'll be able to just run and run and run and run. My Fishymancer, I never, ever run out of stamina now. So we're just gonna do this the quick way, I guess. Go through. We're gonna walk. That is gonna take us to the Black Marsh, which we don't have to go to yet.
Oh, very.
I need to read the scroll. Tier, circle, 1, 2. It's always 1, 2. It's never 2, 1. So tier, circle, 1, 2. Alright. Mana, we'll take that. I don't know, man. I think my PlayStation's getting a little, because sometimes this game, like the textures take a bit to load in, and I've never had that issue before, which is no problem. I found there's a place in where I live that has a lot of PlayStation Pros, so I won't be forced to get a 5, because I kind of almost don't want a 5. Doesn't seem worth it to me. I'm not a big graphics junkie, so I mean, if you got a monitor, the graphics will be so upscaled compared to just a regular TV that's not built for gaming, which I didn't understand, and a lot of people don't understand. So it's like, if your PlayStation 4 is not giving out the graphics that you want, just get a monitor. And don't get a giant one. Get one maybe 20 to 24 inches. I'd say between maybe 20 and 27 is like the nice number. And then you just, it's amazing graphics. It has different settings on it for different types of games. Like on the screen, it's not showing it on the software, but what I can see is that it's slightly brighter for RPGs. I forget what FPS looks like because I don't really fuck around with FPSs anymore. Okay, so it's tier, circle, 1, 2. And that changes every time, so that code's not going to be the same for you. So, yes, we have to do the Forgotten Tower as well. So we're just going to find and rescue Deckard, and then this video will be done. And then we will do the next part,
our ghosts
where
and ashes.
It'll likely just be getting the hammer for Charcy, and then killing the Countess. And then we'll save the very last part. It depends, though. It depends on how fast I get to those. Again, because I have to do the off-camera grinding. It could be very fast, so I might just do all 3 of the last quests here on camera. Or on the same video, I should say. Still can't believe I got lucky with that corpse explosion. Like, look, let's see if we can kill a Carver. Okay, we killed the skeleton. But you can kind of see just how good the corpse explosion can be. And you've seen it on my videos, like my Fishy Mancer. That's like 79, I think. My corpse explosion's maxed. But I fuck dudes up on there. That man is getting low. I'm not sure if the Fishy Mancer invests points in energy or not. I think just the gear items and stuff will get you what you need. But the Fishy Mancer also, one of the weapons that you can use is Spirit, so if I'm able to make Spirit before the end game, I'm going to make it. My Fishy Mancer I'm currently rocking Spirit on, so I know that it's not a wrong choice. Heavy boots, fuck yeah. Lightning resist? Yes. Light resist is much better. We want topazes as well for Magic Find. Is that socketed? Shit. I'm gonna have to go to Geed and see if he has ring mail that I can put topazes in. That way I can increase my Magic Find. And there's some powerful dudes somewhere. Here they are. Nice chunk of XP from these guys. But as you can see from the beginning when I came in, if you looked at the XP bar, if not, you can go back. You can see just how much XP you can get by doing a complete clear of Tristram. So you do that a couple times and you'll get easy levels. Upgrades, you can find some good gear. Things like that. If you have good Magic Find as well, you'll find good gear.
If you value your life, leave here immediately.
Okay, so we got Deckard. We're gonna scrape that gold up. How much room do I have? All that stuff. Just make sure we do our last little run through here to see if anybody's left. Use up all these potions. See, sometimes it fills the belt partially, and I don't like that shit. Okay, so that just takes us back, so we want to go back to town. And if I do any off-cam grinding, I'm gonna obviously leave off what level. So if I decide to do the grinding now, I'll say, okay, we left off at level 10. I had my skills at this, this, and this. I'll just leave it up on the screen like this for a couple seconds, that, and then that. And so on and so forth. So Deckard repays you by identifying items for free. That is very good early on, because if you run out of these, he comes in the clutch. I like to have stuff on me, though. I don't like to always come back and identify, but if you're coming back to town anyway, you can use them. And she just gave me a ring for free. That's usually yellow. Usually. It's not now. Okay, so we can sell to her. I always take a gamble sorting, because it always puts my charms and it breaks up my books. I like my books like this. And the charm has to be at the end. This looks better. Alright, what wands do you have, Akara? Let's see what you got. I always like that look of that wand. Like the green. Like the green. Okay, faster cast rate. Alright. Not bad. Skeleton Mastery. Alright. Level 12. Skeletal Mage. Faster cast rate. Faster cast rate's a good one. But you can't always get lucky with it. So let's check Geed before we sign off here. Deposit all the gold, of course. Deposit the gem. If we can get lucky and get a 2-socket ring mail from Geed, then we will increase our magic find tremendously. And of course he does not. But he has belts. That hit recovery makes such a world of difference. We want to keep that. My boots are yellow, aren't they? Oh no, they're just blue. He doesn't even have better gloves. What the fuck? Maybe the RNG will get better if I refresh it, but Charcy might have something.
When I fled the monastery.
Okay. She wants me to get her hammer back. Ring mail. Okay. Two-socketed? Bitch. Okay. Belt. Hello. Shit. I want that +8 slots. I do. I really do. But the hit recovery is the game changer here. So that's 1 to energy. And lightning resist. That's two-socketed though. Not terrible, but not great as well. Yeah, there isn't good stuff here for right now. Fill the belt. Yeah, quest is done, so now we have the last 3 here. So, I'll do this right now in case I feel like grinding. So this is where we're at currently with our skills. So we have the Skeleton Mastery at level 1. We max that eventually, but I was given this by an item, so we have this early. And then the Skeletons I just keep putting points into. That's what the build dictates. And then Poison, you're supposed to have 1 into Teeth to get that as a prerequisite to get this. But since we have this already now, we don't have to put 1 point into Teeth at the moment. We can kind of save that until Skeleton Mastery is full. And then, so where's that 1 corpse explosion? We're going to max that out eventually. And then curses, we want to eventually get down to here to decrepify, and that's it for this tree. So you just want to have 1, 1, and 1. I might put points into these just to get them out of the way, so I don't fuck up with the leveling, because you should have decrepify before Duriel. So, yeah, we're just at 1, and then we're at 1, which we're given by an item. And then we just have this. So just very basic stuff right now, and we are at level 10, about to be level 11. So, yeah. If I do some grinding, then we'll see where we're at when we come back for the next video. So, I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it also. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, whatever you guys feel like doing. We'll be back with part 2. Or, excuse me, part 3. I fucked up. See you guys.